Guys, it's time for some real talk. If you've been relying on dryer lint to start your fires, you need to stop right now. I know. Everyone and their grandma swears by it. It's the classic survival hack that gets repeated over and over. Just grab some lint from your dryer, stuff it in a bag, and boom, you've got a free, lightweight, super effective fire starter. But here's the truth. Lint is one of the worst fire starters you could use. And if you ever find yourself in a real survival situation, trusting lint could be a big mistake. A mistake that could leave you cold, wet, and unable to start a fire. Today, I'm going to prove why dryer lint is unreliable, unpredictable, and just plain bad as a fire starter. Then, I'm going to show you an alternative that's 10 times better, a fire starter that's waterproof, burns longer, and works every single time. And don't worry, you won't need to spend big money on fancy survival gear. In fact, this fire starter is dirt cheap, and you can make a whole year's supply in just minutes. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at dryer lint the same way again. Why dryer lint is a bad fire starter. We need to break the myth that dryer lint is a great fire starter. Sure, it might work sometimes, but sometimes isn't good enough when you're in a survival scenario. Let's break down exactly why lint is a bad choice. 1. It's completely unpredictable. The thing about lint, you never know what you're getting. Lint isn't a standardized material. It's just a mix of whatever fibers came off your clothes in the dryer. One batch might be mostly cotton, which burns decently, while another might be full of polyester, spandex, and synthetic fibers, which don't burn well at all. Instead of catching fire, synthetic lint melts into a useless, toxic, sticky mess. And that's a huge problem in survival. Imagine you're cold, wet, and desperate for fire, and the lint you brought just smolders or melts instead of lighting up. That's not something you want to gamble with. 2. It burns too fast. Even when you get good lint, the burn time is pathetic. You'll get a quick flash of flame, but it disappears within seconds. If your kindling isn't perfectly dry and ready, your fire is dead before it even starts. And let's be honest, when you're out in the wild, it's rare to find perfectly dry twigs and sticks. You need a fire starter that keeps burning long enough to actually ignite your fuel. 3. It soaks up moisture like a sponge. Ever left a cotton t-shirt out in the rain? It soaks up water and stays wet for hours. Lint is even worse. It absorbs moisture from the air, from rain, from morning dew, from the sweat in your pocket. And once lint gets damp, forget about lighting it. You might as well be trying to light a ball of wet tissue paper. 4. It can release nasty chemicals. Because lint is made up of random fabric fibers, it often contains synthetic materials. And when those materials burn, they release toxic fumes. You do not want to be inhaling those fumes in a survival situation. Even worse, if there's fabric softener or detergent residue in the lint, that's more chemicals going into your lungs. So yeah, burning lint isn't just unreliable, it can actually be dangerous. The better solution: waxed cotton fire starters. So what should you be using instead? Waxed cotton rounds. These are an absolute game changer for fire starting, and they outperform lint in every single way. Here's why waxed cotton rounds are the ultimate fire starting hack. They burn for 7 to 10 minutes, long enough to get your fire roaring. They're waterproof. You can literally dunk them in water, shake them off, and still light them. They're compact and easy to carry. You can fit dozens in a tiny tin or bag. They burn consistently. No weak flames, no flickering out, just solid controlled burn every time. And the best part? You can make these at home in just minutes. How to make them? In 4 easy steps. You only need 3 things. Cotton rounds, the kind used for makeup removal. Make sure they're 100% cotton. Wax, paraffin wax, beeswax, or even melted candle stubs. A way to melt the wax: double boiler or an old tin can in a pot of hot water. Step-by-step instructions. 1. Melt the wax. Place the wax in a double boiler or a tin can inside a pot of boiling water. Stir occasionally until completely melted. 2. Dip each cotton round in wax. Using tongs, dip a cotton round into the melted wax. Let it soak for a second, then lift it out. 3. Let them dry. Place them on parchment paper and let them cool and harden. 4. Store them. Keep them in a waterproof container. They'll last for years. Alright, Let's put these two head-to-head in a real test. Lint test lights up quickly, but burns out in 5 to 10 seconds. If your kindling isn't perfect, you're out of luck. Waxed cotton round test takes a flame immediately, burns strong for 7 to 10 minutes, and doesn't go out even if it's windy or wet. The difference is night and day. Why this matters? Survival is about certainty. In survival, you don't want guesswork. You don't want something that might work. You want a tool you can trust, something that works 100% of the time, no matter the conditions. And that's why waxed cotton rounds are far superior to dryer lint. They burn longer, they work in wet conditions, and they're just flat out better in every way. So ditch the lint. Upgrade your fire starting game. Final thoughts. Stop using lint. Use waxed cotton instead. Lint is unreliable, weak, and burns too fast. Waxed cotton rounds are waterproof, long-burning, and incredibly effective. Making them takes just minutes, and they last for years. So next time someone tells you, asterisk, just use lint, asterisk, you know better. If you found this tip useful, hit that like button and make sure you subscribe for more no-nonsense survival tips. Stay prepared, stay sharp, and I'll see you in the next one.